my beloved brothers and sisters, and welcome to Manifest I Am. This is your host, D.M. Foster, better known as simply Sister Joy. And I do want to apologize to you because I have not done a podcast for quite some time. And there is no excuse because it is in divine order that you should receive this instruction from the Ascended Masters to help you to overcome those things that may be binding you up to release your great God self. And so here I am again today. And I have entitled this podcast, God is the source of all good. So without further ado, let's get started. My beloved brothers and sisters, the Ascended Masters teach us that no one can destroy life. Life has always been, is now, and shall always be. Throughout many activities in the mental and physical world, our body can be destroyed. But your consciousness lives on. Your consciousness, which is who you are, is eternal. And when you acknowledge your God self within you as the knower, the giver, and the doer of all good in creation, then you can control all substance in manifestation wherever you are in the universe. The great Ascended Masters teach us that there is only one source of good, and that is God. And that is I am, your own divine, individualized presence of God in action in you. We can express perfect freedom and dominion over all things human when we consciously recognize this truth in our outer minds, and we consistently acknowledge it all the time. This is what the Ascended Master and great servant of God and great I am manifestation, beloved Jesus the Christ, told us. He said, what I do, ye can do also, and greater things. He said, I go unto my Father. He said, I and the Father are one. We need to say the same thing. I and the Father are one, because this is truth. This is the light of God that is ever flowing through you. We call it life. It is the energy and the light and the wisdom and the love and the power that is anchored in your heart. It is I am. And when you say I am, you're calling forth the power of the universe. You're calling forth God in you. And however you say these most honorable words in all creation, in your feeling, how you feel, what you speak, and what you visualize, you will manifest, because it is God in action in you. For so many of us to give this kind of acknowledgement, it's difficult because we've been taught that we are beings apart from God. For 999 years, we've been taught this. And many of us think it's sacrilege to say that I and the Father are one. But my beloved friends, we are not separate and apart from God. Every instant, we're using God life, God energy, God substance, and God activity in everything we think, feel, and do without realizing it. The problem is that we cannot release its full power through our personal self until we consciously admit this fact in our outer mind and begin to discipline our human self to release its full power through our personal self. Believe me, I understand it is not easy to do. Recognition, conscious direction, and constructive use of our God energy all the time is the way of perfection, mastery, and dominion over all things upon this earth, including the conscious control of all natural forces, just like beloved Jesus the Christ. One day, humankind will realize and recognize that the sinister, destructive forces that are manifesting on this earth and in our atmosphere all around us is of our own doing. We are creating it through our own human thoughts and feelings. It is our own lack of control in our emotions, in our personal experiences. As the saying goes, what we think about, we bring about. In the feeling is the healing. Every destructive thought that we have cannot express itself in action until it passes through our emotions, our feeling world. It is during this phase of manifesting that the physical atom coalesces upon the thought form. Just like a loud noise can shock our nervous system, even on the cellular level, so too do the flare-ups of irritated feelings shock and disturb the finer substance in the atomic structure of our minds, bodies, and worlds of the people who send them out consciously or unconsciously, intentionally or unintentionally. I might add also that if you are the person these feelings are aimed at, if you don't know how to protect yourself spiritually, they will do the same thing to you. The masters teach us that it is very foolish to go out into the world without first calling for the light of God to surround and protect you, without first calling for your I am presence of God to stand guard over you, and for the angelic host to surround and protect you from all harm. The world is populated with these invisible thought forms that are not all benign. How well I remember going to the bus stop. I could be feeling great. You probably had this experience too. I'll go to the bus stop singing and feeling great, but after a few minutes, my attitude would change. I began to wonder why. When I came upon this knowledge, I understood. Discordant feelings are the producer of disintegration, old age, lack of memory, and every other failure in the world of human experience. Control your thoughts, and you will control your world. My beloved brothers and sisters, in closing, there is only one source of all good, and that one source is within you, above you, anchored in your heart, and it is you. When you say, I am, you're calling it forth. Use I am Godward. Use I am coupled with your thoughts and your feelings and your spoken word to visualize good in your life, because God is the only source of all good, and I am is God in you, in action. Well, my beloved brothers and sisters, I hope this message was of some benefit to you. Take what you will and leave the rest. I want to invite you to also get a copy of my book, How to Manifest Your Good. You will find tips, ideas, and how I use the I am in my life to manifest so many good things. And I know that you can do the same. You will find the book on Amazon.com or go to my website, www.manifestiam, and subscribe to hear these podcasts and to also receive more knowledge and inner direction for you through the great I am. I thank you for tuning in, and may the rest of your life be the best of your life. God bless you. I am, by all God's love, I know I am.